Tingles with flyby. Hello. Really glad that you've been able to make it today. I'm just really excited because after we're done with today, then I get to get into the really fun part, which is picking out a wardrobe for you. So I'm super excited. So today, I kind of talked about it with you last time, but we're just going to figure out your body shape. It can be a bit hard to determine just by look. So we will take some measurements, but first I just wanted to get you a little acquainted with the concept of body shapes. So for women, I'll just go through this one at once. There are 5 basic body shapes. So you have an inverted triangle, which would be somebody who has quite broad shoulders, going down to a narrower waist and narrower hips than in the shoulders. And so the big part on these particular areas is it'll tell you what aspects of your physique you should really be trying to focus on and what areas you might want to minimize. So for a triangle, for example, you have a broad shoulders and big bust, but not much waist, and so you kind of want to minimize that top area and really emphasize the leg area. So that's just one example. And then this also tells you what your characteristics are, what to avoid, and then we have some dress suggestions on the back. So we'll go through that for you on detail on your shape, but I just want to give you a basic idea because I think sometimes, if you have friends or anybody like that, it can help you understand why they might look good in something and you don't. So, or if you see it on a celebrity or something like that. So this is an apple shape. So you have a tummy that's bigger than the bust, a larger bust, your waist is the largest part of the body, a flat bottom with slender legs, a little bit shorter neck, and a fuller face. So you want to minimize your tummy and waist and emphasize your legs in this scenario. And it'll tell you the type of things that you want to avoid, which can be really handy to figure out what will actually really make you happy and confident with what you're wearing. There is a rectangle shape, is another. You have balanced shoulders and hips, no real waist, a flat bottom, average tummy. So you want to minimize the broad shoulders, waist, and thighs, and emphasize that your body's really in proportion. So a lot of those really flowing, kind of flat type, they look horrible on me, but this is what a rectangle shape is for. Yeah, kind of those really flowy type things. And we have pear. So a pear has the shoulders that are narrower than the hips, a long waistline, flat stomach, a smaller bust, heavier on the bottom half, maybe some saddlebags on the hips, large calves and ankles. And so here you want to minimize the small bust, the big bottom, big thighs, big calves, but really emphasize those arms and that nice flat tummy. And finally, we have the hourglass shape, which is supposedly the most desirable shape, but I think if you dress well, you can love every shape that there is. And there are plenty of hourglass shapes who, I'm not going to badmouth people, but who don't dress the best. So, it's kind of this in-out shape. Big bust, big bottom, big thighs with a nice small waist. And so the real emphasis in the hourglass shape is to really emphasize that waist feature. So, you excited to figure out what you want? Okay, I'm going to take a few measurements. Just going to put those to the side for a moment. Grab my handy dandy measurer. So first, we're just going to want to start right here. Yep, okay. Around the shoulders. Okay, let's write that down. Okay. Now if you can just lift your arms up. I'm not getting fresh with you. That's what my mom always used to say with me as a kid. Okay. Yep. Okay, you can put your arms down now. I'm just going to go, let's get down to the waist area. That meets about there. Yeah, just go ahead and breathe out for me. Yeah, that's good. And now we'll do the hips. Okay. Okay, well, guess what those numbers make you? Can you guess? Yeah, you are an hourglass. No, that's right. So this is the shade for you, and I will send you home with it. So there are some recommendations on here on what to avoid. So they advise avoiding skin-tight dresses in a thin jersey. So that's a really... Skin-tight can look nice if you have like a nice dress that doesn't really show off your panty line type thing, because you can kind of get bunches around there. Double-breasted jackets, they really draw a lot of emphasis to shoulders and bust. And you have a quite large bust to begin with. What you really need is things that really accentuate that small waist. So even what I recommend is if somebody finds something, well, if you find something that you like that is not fitted around the waist, then we can actually do a custom tailor job on it to bring it in, because that is your number one feature that you want to focus on. You want to avoid high necklines. Nice little plunging necklines or neutral necklines are really nice. Polo neck jumpers, not really doing a lot for you, because they tend to really accentuate the size of your bust and kind of makes it oversized, not necessarily in a good ways. Loose square cut knits or smocks, when we were talking about rectangles and how that looks amazing on that body type. For an hourglass body type, it's the opposite. It makes everything hug from straight where you go out to where you go in, but it doesn't get that nice interior line. and so it just makes you look fat. There's no other way to say it than that. Ankle straps, not really the best. And you don't want cropped, tight, or tapered trousers. And this is talking about non-stretchy. Stretchy, anything that has a bit of stretch in it, you can pull off a bit more because that will hug your curves really nicely. Okay? So let's look at what you should be looking at. So for dresses, you want like that really classic 1950s style, a fitted top, tailored waist, and pleated or gathered A-line skirt. Dresses with a sweetheart, scoop neck, or a V-neck. Strapless styles, and you can wear a shrug if you're arm shy, or beautiful, really nice is a wrap dress. Things that wrap or anything that really bunches up a bit kind of across that waist to really accentuate the waist. Those look really nice. For skirts, you look really good in straight pencil skirts, knee length or a little bit below, or fluted or softly pleated 1950s style skirts. For shirts and jackets, you want a corseted style top. So think Jane Austen, really empire waist right below the bust, right in that waist area, down to the stomach. You want it to be fitted. Don't necessarily want it to tent out as much as the Jane Austen dresses, but you do want that waistline is a really good waistline. You want a scoop neck or a V-neck. Square necks aren't really going to pull off very well. Wrap tops go really nicely, as do cardigans. A tailored single-breasted jacket with a very small lapel. 1 or 2 buttons that are just under the bust. Anything that's going up over the bust will, as you probably had experience with, bust the buttons and doesn't work too well. Open bolero jackets are amazing, or knitted shrugs. For pants, you want straight leg pants that skim the widest part and then fall straight down. You may need to adjust the waistband. So sometimes you might need to fit them to your hips and actually bring the waistband in because you have that narrow waist. Pants with a wide curved waistband that sits right on the waist are nice. Classic straight-legged or boot-cut jeans with a wide curved mid-rise waistband and a nice dark wash. And you want to keep the top half of the trousers hidden with a flattering crotch length top. So you can do well with a pretty long top. You don't want it super long. Then that's about the length you want. For accessories, you want fine, long scarves to create the illusion of length and height. A long chain with simple charms. Heels with rounded toes, peep toes, or bows. So, that is the shape. And we did your colors. So, I'm really excited to get dived in. I will give this to you. I know about the hourglass shape and what we'll need, and I have your measurements. So we should be able to get everything fitted to you perfectly when I prepare your wardrobe for you. I'm really excited. I just think having a wardrobe that fits your colors, fits your shape, and it just gives you a new style, nothing better. I'm looking forward to it. Well, I'll let you go so I can get to work, and I will contact you when I'm ready for you to come in for the final reveal, okay? Okay, see ya.